What's up guys, it's Casual Aussie back again for another Digimon TCG video. Today I'm profiling my Black Blocker deck. Yeah, this deck has actually been really fun to build and play test. I recently just the final copy of the War Greymon I needed, so thanks to my mate at Locals who made this deck profile possible. You know who you are. You recently subbed to the channel probably a couple of weeks ago. Actually, no, this week actually. Last week. I'm pre-recording these, that's right, last week. So cheers mate, I would not be doing this deck profile without you, but anyway, let's just jump right into it. As it sounds, black is all about blocking your opponent's attacks. So, and there are a lot of big blockers in here, so let's just go. Starting off with the X, we play 4 copies of Kapurimon, and then 1 copy of Sumamon. So, with Kapurimon, while this Digimon has Reboot, it gets 1000 DP. Pretty nice card. You can give Reboot to a lot of things with like Toy Agumon, or some of the cards in the deck actually do have Reboot on their own. So, if you don't know what Reboot does, basically, ending your turn if you unsuspend your Digimons with Reboots. In a deck like Blockers, being able to attack for free with some of your big blockers like Andromon, Machinedramon, War Greymon, and then stand them back up at the end of your turn before your opponent can do anything, and then block your opponent's incoming attacks. It is really nice. And then with Sumamon, when you have another Digimon in play with the same name as this Digimon gets plus 2000 DP. You are hard playing blockers a lot in this deck, that's what I've found. So being able to get DPs under one of your Digimon for having one of the same name, it's really nice. Gardramon goes up to 7 with... No, Gardramon's already on 7. Gardramon goes up to 9 if you hard play another Gardramon. So 9k level 4 is always welcome. And that is a bad example because Gardramon can't attack, but hey, it's an example nonetheless. Yeah, let's just use Andromon replace Gardramon with Andromon for that example, let's just say that. Alright, moving on to the rookies, I play 4 copies of Toy Agumon, 4 copies of Gutsumon, 3 copies of Hagurumon, 2 copies of Keramon, and then finally the 1 copy of Chumon. So with Toy Agumon, it gives all your stuff Reboot. It has that inheritable skill, really nice inheritable skill to give you guys Reboot. So combine that with Kapurimon, your Digimon's getting an extra plus 1k during your turn, and then they have Reboot, so you can stand it back up and block. Gutsumon, level 3 blocker for the deck. 3 hard play, 0 to evolve into when attacking lose 2 memory. Yeah, black does blockers, they have blockers in all levels, so having a rookie Gutsumon that you can play on your first turn for pretty much free is quite nice. Then we have Hagurumon, just a 2-drop to limit your opponent's memory. Then we have Keramon, inheritable skill. When you play another Digimon with the same name as this card, draw 1 card from your deck. So if you have the Gardramon on top of this and hard play another Gardramon, that's a free draw you're getting. Pretty nice card. Does help speed up the deck. I do prefer the what is it? I think it's called the Tama Party promo, because that is essentially Black Tie in a Digimon. So yeah, I'd rather have that plus 1000 DP on the opponent's turn, but hey, it's a nice card. I will definitely be cutting that. Actually, I'd probably play 3 of that to Hagurumon if I had it. And then one Chumon, your opponent can't gain memory except with Tamer effects, so no Hammer Sparks, no Puppetmons giving you your opponent memory. Just a really nice card, just one of it, because all it does is lock your opponent out. Moving on to the champions, I play 4 copies of Greymon, 4 copies of the God Numamon, and then 4 copies of Gardramon. So let's talk about these guys. Greymon has a nice inheritable skill. When this Digimon has Reboot, it gains Jamming. So if you don't know what Jamming does, it's basically you can't be deleted in battles with security Digimon. So essentially every turn you'll have something nice to ram into your opponent's security with, without fear of it dying in battle. You still have to worry about option cards though, but that's beside the point. Jamming is such a great effect. And then with Numamon, just 1 cost to evolve into, pretty nice card. And then we have Gardramon, 2 cost to evolve into. It's a 7k blocker however, but it can't attack. That's the downside with Gardramon, it can't attack, but hey, a 7k blocker, why would I ever complain about having that? Especially at level 4, like, seriously, these blockers, because of the Black Tie, can get up to some crazy numbers during your opponent's turn. But anyway, moving on to the ultimates, we play 4 copies of Metal Greymon, And finally 4 copies of Andromon. So with Metal Greymon, it has Reboot on its own, so it doesn't even need the Toy Agumon under it to get the effect from Greymon here. It's just a really nice card, but it's an inheritable skill. It gives this black blocker deck a bit of aggro. While this Digimon has Reboot, it gains security attack +1. And that's what you want from it. Like you've got War Greymon, that thing has Reboot. Your Black War Greymons will have security attack +1 permanently. And if you can give them a Greymon underneath it, you can give them jamming as well. Make them almost indestructible. That's what I love about this deck. It's just big black cards that can block your opponent and then hit back almost as hard, if not harder. And then Andromon, 7k blocker, give it Reboot, you can attack with it. It's safe to attack with it if you give it Reboot. Why won't you give it Reboot? That's what this deck does. But anyway, moving on to the Megas, we play 4 copies of the War Greymon, and then 4 copies of Machinedramon. And here, let me move these alt arts out of the way so you can see the original artwork. That might be better to do. So yeah, with War Greymon, it has Reboot, as I already said, and it also is a blocker, big 11k blocker. Reboot sends self back up so you can attack with this and do a lot of things. And then let's talk about the star of the show, Machinedramon, because I've already talked about the interactions with War Greymon enough. So Machinedramon is a blocker. It's big 11k blocker, 12 to hard play, 4 to evolve into. But what's amazing about it is on play, trigger D-Digivolve 2 on 2 of your opponent's Digimon. Imagine, your opponent's got 2 fully stacked Mega Digimon. You hard play Machinedramon, Digivolve them both down to champions. For the cost of 12. Your opponent's threats are gone, they've wasted a lot of memory and resources getting to them, and yeah, that's really what makes Machinedramon awesome. It's annoying to evolve into, but hey, if you can evolve into it, it does come up once in a blue moon. But hey, hard playing this guy, damn, your opponent is going to be in for a bad day if you're hard playing Machinedramon. That's all I have to say about these guys. I did get the Ultra Arts for coming first with the Greymon deck I profiled maybe about a month ago by this point, so anyway, moving on to the Tamers, we only play 4, and that is 4 copies of the Black Taikamiya. Just a really nice card. Memory Tamer, so you have 2 memory or less at the beginning of your turn, set your memory to 3, and then during your opponent's turn, all your Black Digimon get plus 1000 DP. That's really all it's here for. Make sure big blockers even bigger. That's all I have to say about this guy. He is awesome. I love for him. You want to see him. You want your blockers to become that much stronger. And hey, if you get all 4 out, I'm not going to complain. That's plus 4k to your opponent's turn if you get all 4 out. Your opponent's going to be struggling for days in that case. And then finally for the option cards, I play 4 copies of Spider Shooter, just to trigger D-Digivolve one on one of your opponent's Digimon. That's really all it's here for. I did think about looking back at the good times. I just don't like the card because the Spider Shooter activates from security and is 1 cheaper to play, so it's just a nice card. Looking back at the good times adds to your hand from security. And yeah, I just love Spider Shooter so much more, just being able to D-Digivolve your opponent's Digimon. But anyway, that is the deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I've enjoyed putting this deck together and playing, and I will continue to play it for the near future. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please hit that like button down below. Don't forget to tell me what your favorite black deck is in the Digimon TCG. Follow me on Twitter, link in the description box below for more updates and uploads. But anyway, I'm gonna get out of here for now, so until next time, stay frosty.